Welcome into the CHGO White Sox Pregame Show. I am Sean Anderson. Welcome into Studio B of the CHGO Studios here in the West Loop of Chicago. I'm the host of the CHGO White Sox postgame, pregame, and podcast. In-game. In-season, out-of-season podcast for the CHGO.
I'm Sean Anderson. The live show when it's
live
just,
show.
It's the podcast.
Yeah, host of the CHGO live show, host of the podcast, hanging out. We got CHGO White Sox community leader Herb Lawrence.
Hello.
You can follow him on Twitter at Ecknerwall23. I am on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. Herb, I don't think you know this bit, but we're produced today by Lawrence, the Law Dog. Hoo.
Come on, Herb. You
That's what you're supposed to do?
You live through Arsenio Hall.
Because he's the Law Dog.
Come on.
I get it. My name is also Law. Do I get a
roof?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean.
H-Law. Let's go.
True. But that's H-Law. That's not Law Dog. He's not Law Dog. He's Herb.
That's true.
Some people call me Herb Dog.
People call you Herb Dog?
Herb Dog.
KPW's in the house, so is my man Alec.
Yeah, Alex saying, I get to listen on the radio for the next 3 days. Shout out to MLB and their blackouts. That sucks. Alec is from KC, so he's not able to watch the Sox games.
Alec, you got to get something. You got to fix that. I mean, what is it called? A VPN?
Yeah, VPN. Yeah, Alec, you're smart enough. I know Alec. Alec and I are high school buddies. He's now down in the KC area. He's a Sox fan. Yeah, you're smart enough to get a VPN. Just NordVPN right there, and you could watch Jason and Steve or MLB Reddit, which is no longer a thing.
And it's not a bad thing to listen to Lynn Casper and Darren Jackson.
That's true.
Quality listen. And my man Connor McKnight. Shout out to Cons.
Connor is fantastic. I was talking to him with Kevin Wells, who is. Yeah, he knows Joe Brand of WGN.
Also
and
a quality
Joe,
guy, too.
Joe and Connor know each other, and it's good to see Connor get those reps on the radio and see him be a play-by-play man. I mean, that guy is a very, very professional broadcaster. That man knows how to do his
what
job.
mood is Herb in? Basically, Lou says he can tell by the hello.
I mean,
what are we thinking?
The other day, I can 100%, my hello was just more sullen. So, yes, I can, sometimes I'm a little bit more happy. Like, hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Today, I'm just, because we're at a 7-game losing streak. But I expect the White Sox to do some damage today.
So I also expect that, but I do have this vibe that I don't know. Like I look at all the stats and all the stuff going on, and I just feel real good about the Sox. The matchup I like, the fact they're on a 7-game losing streak. I just feel like now is their moment to just break out of this. Mm-hmm. But also, they could lose the game, which is what I'm so afraid of.
They could.
If they lose 8 straight, Herb, I think we might be inconsolable on the post-game show tonight.
It depends on how they lose the game. If they go out and bash Lynch as we expect them to do, as they did last year, and then Dallas gives up the 8 earned runs he gave up last outing versus the Guardians, we're going to be really bad. But if they, we're going to be fine. Mad about the loss, but not like apoplectic like I was a couple days ago. But if they don't hit Daniel Lynch and Dallas Keuchel gets lit, we're gonna be mad. It's gonna be bad,
and that's when we might.
Who's
start
gonna be? Who's gonna be madder than us?
Who?
Rick Hahn.
Ooh, well, Rick Hahn was probably also apoplectic after they pitched to Byron Buxton. Let's see what his comments were 2 days later, and definitely he had time to think about it. So this is not Rick Hahn's thoughts in the moment, and this is what he thought about. This is what he has sat and thought about and told the media today on pitching to Byron Buxton. I've got views on that. I bet you do, Rick. Rick, CHGO White Sox, at CHGO_White Sox. We know you have a Twitter account. Feel free to DM me. Feel free to come in studio and share those thoughts. What are your views on pitching to Byron Buxton? He said those are for those involved in the decision making. We've had those conversations internally, talking things through as a group. Hopefully give Tony and the coaching staff the best information to make the right decision. Do you think they told him, hey, this guy just hit a home run off you in the 7th inning, maybe you shouldn't pitch to him? Hey, that guy slugs 1,000 on fastballs, maybe you shouldn't pitch to that guy? I can't imagine what Rick Hahn's thoughts are on not pitching to Byron Buxton, or to pitching to Byron Buxton here.
See, the thing is that is not, Rick is not the boss of Tony La Russa. So the conversations he had with him are kind of wishy-washy and mealy-mouthed. Well, Tony, maybe next time you go against Byron Buxton, you think about walking him, not telling him, hey, I'm your boss. I'm the general manager. You're the manager. Next time, walk Byron Buxton and take your chances versus Luis Ariz and Polanco. You have a 1-run lead. I would much rather you walk Byron Buxton and then go against Luis Ariz. And if we lose then, I'm mad. But also, you're not doing the wrong process. That's what Rick is probably saying. But he can't talk to Tony in any old way. Because Tony is pretty much on the same level, if not higher, than what Rick Hahn is now. He knows he's not getting fired.
He's a Hall of Famer baseball person.
He is not getting fired. And Rick Hahn, he can't even say the word fire in front of him. Like, if there's an actual inferno in front of him, he's got to say some other word because Tony will have his ass.
Dude is best friends with the owner.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good gig. And hey, I don't know what the relationship was like in '86 when he got fired by Hawk, but I definitely don't think it was best friends like it currently is.
No skins on the wall back then.
Right.
He only won an 83 division championship. And that doesn't give you enough with Jerry Reinsdorf to fire him. He already allowed Hawk to fire him once. Jerry Reinsdorf will not allow anybody to fire him. This is Tony La Russa's call. If he wants to step away, that's on him.
Yeah, and I do wonder if it's just one of these scenarios where you know someone did a bad thing, they made a mistake here, and you just try to make them feel bad in like a way of like, oh, so next time, here's all the information that you should have known. He hits 1,000 on fastballs. He slugs 1,000 against fastballs. He likes it up in the zone, exactly there. He hit a 102-mile-per-hour fastball out to dead center about 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, I just don't know if you're just bombarding him with information, just being like, this is how dumb of a decision this was.
Yeah, and he knows, and he wants, and probably because he can't fire Tony, and he can't talk to him in a way that he would talk to Ricky Renteria if that same thing happened, he's letting the media know. I'm not happy. But he's got plausible deniability. So he's like, I didn't say that. The quote's there. I can read through that. You guys who are listening and watching can read through that 100%. You know Rick is furious with that decision.
He's got views.
Furious.
I've got views. Hey, Rick, what are your thoughts on pitching to Byron Buxton? And his first things are, I got views. What are they, Rick? Please tell me. Lawrence, what's going on with the birds?
Well, yeah, speaking of views, we have a nice view here in Studio B of the beautiful West Loop. It's patchy, cloudy sky out there. But there are large blackbirds that constantly are flying around on the rooftops around here. My thinking is I've seen them eating things. I think they go to the dumpsters on the other in the alleys, and they just get their dinners and lunches and whatever, and they're flying up to these rooftops. They're massive blackbirds, though. It's like, I don't know, the birds or something. So
right?
it's a little concerning.
Well, and I think we had a bird possibly hurt themselves earlier because we have feathers on one of the windows. A bird flew directly into the window, just like one of those Windex commercials. So we've had some bird issues
like
here.
Jamal Anderson, he was a massive blackbird.
Oh, dirty bird.
Oh, yeah, dirty bird.
I mean, but it was blackbird.
Right.
Yeah, falcon. Yeah.
Man. Yeah. Go dirty birds.
I couldn't do that dance.
What's up with KPW saying Daniel Lynch is throwing 6 shutout innings tonight? KPW, are you our friend? Are you our fan here? What's going on? You're just trying to upset us?
Yes.
I mean, KPW, what's up?
Good guy, though.
Yeah, you're going to talk about Zach Collins' slash line next? All right, relax here, pal.
Yeah,
all right, buddy?
And KPW did say, or asked did Rick Hahn say that Eloy isn't injury prone? He did say that. I know why he has to say that, because he's protecting his player, but Rick knows. Rick knows. The man's got injured.
He has views.
In weird ways. So I'm not saying he's doing this stuff on purpose, but the definition of injury prone, I don't think anybody will qualm with, except for Rick Hahn, that Eloy Jimenez is injury prone.
I think. Can we just let me read the quotes here, because I honestly missed this. So this is from Scott Merkin. Hahn took umbrage with people who caught wind of referring to Jimenez as injury prone. Couldn't be further from the truth in terms of the fact he's missing significant time this year and last year. That's the extent of you can call the guy injury prone. So I think it's more of, I mean, that doesn't really sound like he's injury prone. I think that just sounds like he's injured. I don't know if that, am I missing something here?
I mean, we just went through the injuries off the air. Got injured by celebrating Lucas Giolito's no-hitter. Got injured sliding into home. That's why he missed most of the Oakland series in 2020. Got injured trying to catch a ball in spring training that was way over the fence and reaching over. Somebody said it's Vince Carter style, putting his elbow on the fence and then tearing his pectoral. And then, if you don't think any of those things are his fault, a little bit how he lunged for the base on Saturday and hit the back of the bag, unless you're teaching them that's his fault. That's 100% his fault. You're supposed to hit the front of the bag and not lunge, as Steve Stone has said.
Right.
In the broadcast.
And more from Hahn. The thing is, he made a bad decision last year trying to make a play. This year, trying to get to a level he barely accessed all year. That's more of a guy trying to do everything he can to help his team to win, even if it's perhaps not the right decision at the time. That's not a guy who is injury prone. That's just a moniker that, again, people try to besmirch a guy's ability with an unfair label to put him on someone like that. Whether they're spouting stuff told by others, it's just unfair. So I really don't think he was calling Eloy Jimenez injury.
No,
prone.
he's not. He's
Okay.
doing the opposite.
Yeah,
he's
no,
saying
but
he's taking offense
yeah.
with people calling Eloy Jimenez injury prone.
Oh, okay. Didn't Hahn also say that
Yeah.
Eloy isn't injury prone?
Yeah.
I mean, he is injured. He is often injured. I would say that he is clumsy, which leads to injuries. I don't know. I mean,
Getting stuck in the net. Getting stuck in the net.
Right.
For the Christian Yelich inside the park home run.
The last home run Christian Yelich hit.
I mean, it's not his fault necessarily, but he is injury prone. So let's just move on because I'll spend hours on this. But
Yeah, I just like that he said besmirched.
Yeah, besmirch is always
it's
a great
quality
word.
word. That's a Northwestern/Michigan word.
Yes, that is the high education of Rick Hahn there. Let's see if the Sox can snap the schneid because they have lost 7 straight games, and they have a lineup that I think is fairly representative of both the injuries that they have going on currently, but then also just the true power of this team because you see Anderson playing shortstop today and leading off, Vaughn in left field batting second, Abreu playing first base and batting third, Grandal batting fourth and catching. That top 4 looks pretty damn good to me. And then A.J. Pollock in right field batting 5th, Jake Berger playing third base batting 6th, Josh Harrison batting 7th at the DH position, Adam Engel in center field batting 8th, and Danny Mendick playing second base at 9. You could see right after Grandal there's where all the injuries come in. No Robert playing. He's day-to-day. It sounds like Tony didn't want to play Robert in a night game and then a day game because tomorrow's game was moved up. So we're going to see Robert tomorrow. So, good news injury-wise there that Robert should play tomorrow. Liam Hendricks day-to-day. But looking at this lineup, what's your thoughts, Herb?
It's a solid, like you said, I think 1 through 6, really solid, really nice. I like Pollock and Berger right there behind Grandal. All right-handed hitters except for Grandal, who's a switcher, but they'll be feasting off of Daniel Lynch as they always do versus left-handers, and they did versus him last year. I like it. And, Mendick's been hitting the ball pretty well. Good to see Engel back in the lineup, and Harrison also healthy again after his run-in with Andrew Vaughn in left field.
Yeah, very, very fun play, and thank God that Harrison's now the DH, so he can just avoid Andrew Vaughn in left field altogether. We'll see if Jake Berger's fast enough to get out to Andrew Vaughn. Maybe that's the play right there.
And people are wondering about the calligraphy. I believe that's Jerry Naron, who is the bench coach not the bench coach. That's Miguel Cairo is the catching coach. But he's been a veteran of the game for a long time. He knows his calligraphy.
Mendick 1 for 2 lifetime versus Lynch. Harrison 2 for 2 lifetime versus Lynch. Surprising to not see Leary Garcia in the lineup. He is 2 for 4 against Lynch. Lifetime Anderson 2 for 5. Vaughn 1 for 3. And José Abreu 4 for 3. 3 for 4, which is very, very good. So the Sox lineup goes as that. Here's the Royals lineup. Leading off for the Royals is going to be Whit Merrifield. He is playing right field. Andrew Benintendi, he's batting second. He's playing left field for the Royals. Salvador Perez is catching for the Royals. He's batting third. Carlos Santana, that Carlos Santana, is playing first base, batting fourth. Hunter Dozier is the DH for the Royals, batting fifth. Playing sixth. Oh, I'm going to need some help here.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Oh, Bobby Witt. That's a Witt. That looked like an S. Batting sixth, Bobby Witt Jr.
Come on, Jerry Naron. That's terrible handwriting.
Base. Not Raul Mondesi, as PointsBet says it, but Alberto Mondesi.
That's what he came in the league as, is Raul Mondesi Jr., and then he changed his name.
So Alberto Mondesi, he is playing shortstop, batting seventh. Michael A. Taylor, make sure that you remember that A. He is playing center field, batting
it'll be Michael
eighth.
C. minus Taylor at the end of the game.
And Nicky Lopez is playing second base for the Royals, batting
ninth. Yes, Naperville Central.
Nicky Lopez?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He's a Red Hawk.
Isn't Shep a
now, did you also know
Former
that
DVC. They're still in the DVC. We're not.
Is Shep Naperville Central?
No, he went to a terrible school.
Which one did he go to? Wheaton North?
No.
Wheaton South?
No, he went to Coal City.
Oh, right. He's Coal City. I don't know why I thought
But he
was
went to Naperville School. He went to North Central, was a university.
Oh,
in
okay. He went to
Naperville.
college. in
Can we
Naperville.
talk
That's what I was
about
thinking of.
Nicky Lopez's father?
What
Who's
does he
Nicky
do?
Lopez's father?
He is in the 16-inch softball Hall of Fame, which is out by me in
Forest Park?
Forest
Hell yeah.
Park, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched some old YouTube stuff. There's old YouTube clips of 16-inch softball being played around Chicago. It was Mike North and who's the other guy? Used to do
Brandmeier.
not Brandmeier. It was North and
Kevin
Steve
Dahl.
Matthews.
Not Dahl.
Kevin
Olkin,
Matthews.
maybe.
Steve Olkin, the old Olkin bucket.
Maybe Olkin.
Good times.
It might.
Yeah.
Steve Cashel.
Steve Cash.
It was
yeah.
Steve Cashel. So yeah, so Cash Money and Mike North calling 16-inch games. It was fantastic on Sports Channel.
Those are the heart of the 16-inch. Mike North did a lot for the 16-inch people, and I think he played for Lettuce Entertainment for a long time.
Yeah, well, that was the game I watched. It was Lettuce versus some other team. But yeah, the Lettuce Entertainment restaurant group had a team.
Randy
And,
Russ was out there.
Yeah, Randy Russ.
All
of his
the good old
brothers.
days.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that was a great. Eggs something was the pitcher's nickname was Eggs. They just kept calling him Eggs.
Some firefighters, some police officers.
Right, some guys, 2-3 guys down
Up there from Beverly, maybe from Everson Park.
You know, and you know all their cousins, and
I
you
didn't
know
know
a guy.
I didn't know Serengeti was coming on the podcast.
He's in the media league.
I mean,
you know
I know
that?
you guys came here for White Sox stuff, but yes, he was in the media league last year when I was at the Score, and he was, I forgot what team he played for.
Reader, I think.
Yeah, and he got pissed that all of us Score guys was Odyssey, taking pitches because he wasn't coming close to the plate. He's like, "Well, you come out here to walk?" Like, yeah, Serengeti. If you don't throw the ball over the plate, I didn't know it was Serengeti at the time. I just thought it was some dude just talking shit at the pitcher's mound. But yes, and we're gonna get a team going against Odyssey. So CHGO is gonna get a team. So watch out, Serengeti.
Yeah.
I hope you're watching, Dave.
And watch
Favorite
out.
drink of duels. Bears, Hawks, Sox, Bulls.
Danahy.
Balls, onions. Did you ever see my shirt of that, Lawrence? Too. I got a shirt that has like a picture, a little,
But
little cartoons.
Speaking of shirts,
of all
can
the
we talk
lyrics.
about Herb's shirt?
Oh, the
He looks
CHGO
fly.
Sky shirt looks great.
I love that shirt.
I can't see it. There it is.
Beautiful.
It spells out sky. I didn't know that until I got it.
Sky high.
It has the Adventures
With
of
the buildings.
babysitting building. It has the Sears Tower and the other one.
John Hancock.
Oh yeah, the John Hancock. I once got off the train, didn't know where I was. Very first time, or one of the first times I was in downtown. Looked up at the John Hancock building, and I was like, "Wow, I didn't know the Sears Tower was over here." It's not, dummy.
And to speak to what Alexander's talking about, I believe that quote was a parody.
Yeah, that was
site.
that's a joke.
So it wasn't a real thing.
That was not Bob Nightingale. Who
Yes.
is not Bob Nightingale. So Dallas Keuchel did not make any comments today. He has not been spoken to by the media. So he has not said that he is the Sox bad starter and has only one start. That is just a troll Twitter account. So love not Bob Nightingale. All the parody accounts are great, but he's not the best starter, and I don't think he thinks he's the best starter. Let's talk real quick. I think there was one other comment that I wanted to make. Oh, Yoan Moncada. Yoan Moncada will hopefully begin a rehab assignment at AAA, according to Rick Hahn, this weekend. So we might be seeing Yo next week. So that is what I wanted to say. Yeah, other Sean needed Yo-Yo back for the offense and defense. We might be getting him, and so could Joe Kelly, assuming his last outing in Arizona goes well. So you might be getting Joe Kelly and Yoan Moncada.
and maybe Johnny Cueto if we have another bad outing by Vince Velasquez.
Yeah, I don't think Dallas is going to be going off his
imagine
team
that
if
would
he has
happen.
if he has a bad start, but Velasquez might be out of here. What'd you say?
I can't imagine Vince Velasquez having another bad outing. That's crazy to think about.
Right? It'd be spectacular if he had a good outing. All right, let's move to the pitching matchup. We have Dallas Keuchel versus Daniel Lynch on the bump for the Sox and Royals. Keuchel last year, or this year so far, 6 innings pitched, an ERA of 15, 16 hits allowed, 5 Ks,
good?
1 walk, and an ERA plus of 26.
And like ERA plus 100 is average. Right?
Average.
Ooh.
So that,
I can't wait. Let's see, 100 minus 26. Damn, that's bad.
that is bad. He is 75% worse than an average starter, which is bad.
Him and Lynch don't even add up to 100.
Oh my God.
99.
Oh, wow.
They're not even an average starter right there. That is funny. Yeah, Keuchel had a bad start against Cleveland, had a very good start against Seattle. We'll see what he can do today. Hopefully just inducing contact against this very powerless team outside of Sal Perez will lead to successful results. Daniel Lynch on the season, 10 innings pitched, a 5.40 ERA, 13 hits allowed, 9 Ks, 2 walks, and a 73 ERA+. Thoughts on Keuchel versus Lynch?
Lots of runs going to be scored today. Last year, I saw that Daniel Lynch went 1-2 versus the White Sox. He had a 16.20 ERA in 3 starts. Not good. The White Sox, I forgot the slash line, but the slugging was like 890. They ate off this dude. As you said, José Abreu ate off him, was 4 for 5 in this time. So, yes, and we'll get to the betting a little bit later, but 100%, and I saw Mailman Jack said, what were we betting on? The over. 100%. It's 8.5. It was 8.5 when I got it. Over 8.5 runs for today.
So I'm a little worried about 8.5 just because I don't know if the Royals will score enough, and I hope the Sox score a ton of runs.
Dallas Keuchel?
I just don't know. Hey, well, I mean, go look at what he did against the Mariners. I mean, they won that game 3-1.
Yeah, but
what? I mean, like, that's
Dallas
50% of his starts.
But then he turned into bad Dallas Keuchel.
And this is a bad Royals team. This is a bad Royals lineup.
And remember, yes, the White Sox made a lot of errors behind them, but that's what they do. They're the worst defensive team in baseball right now.
Worst defensive team in baseball.
Keuchel can go 5 innings and give up 3 earned runs. I've been saying that. That's what I said against going into the Mariners game, and you got 1 earned run ball. I'm not sure what we're going to get from Dallas Keuchel. Let's see, because that game against Cleveland is the worst of the worst. You're not going to see starts where he's giving up 10 earned runs.
Famous last words.
All right. Well, we'll see tonight after, but I just don't have too many worries about Dallas. The biggest thing is the White Sox need to eat off Daniel Lynch. And you brought up some of the stuff. And also, shout out to Mailman Jack saying you look great in that color.
Thank
you
you
said you didn't look great in that color.
I just don't. I usually wear black and silver, black and gray. So those are my colors. When I wear something else, I was like, ugh, no.
No, you look good,
I'm
man.
good.
It's a good color.
And I'm a guy who doesn't like to stand out. This blue shirt makes me stand out a lot.
A little bit. But the biggest thing is Daniel Lynch is the Lynch pinch. The Lynch pin. He's the guy here, the most important guy for the Sox success. If the Sox want to win tonight, it's all about getting to Daniel Lynch. And you talked about those 3 starts that he made against the Sox last year. Some were good, some were bad. Some were horrible. The one on May 8th was particularly horrible. 2 2/3 innings pitched, 7 hits allowed, 8 earned runs, 1 walk, 0 Ks. Sox won that one 9-1. The over right now is 8.5. So if they won 9-1, the over would cash. In that game, he had a mix of 52% fastballs, 29% sliders, 17.6% changeups, and 4.15 sinkers. On August 5th, he came back against the Sox through 5 innings, allowed only 4 hits, 1 earned run allowed, 2 walks, 7 Ks. Sox lose that one 3-2. Do you know who was on the mound for the Sox in that one?
Dallas Keuchel.
Dallas Keuchel. And see that only 3 runs for Dallas Keuchel on that one. I know he's pitching. I know he's bad, but he's not going to give up 10 every game.
See, he went to sliders and more than fastballs in that start, and he was like, I got these some bitches.
Right.
And then on September 4th, he tried to do that same shit. It didn't work out.
So, and that's the big thing for the Sox, as you could see, 33% on the slider in that August 5th one, going from 29% to 33%, making that his main pitch. And then on September, 36.9% of the sliders. But the thing is, in that September 4th game, what the Sox did was they keyed on that fastball and they murdered his fastball. Those 6 earned runs right there. There was a home run from Yasmani Grandal that he hit to dead center and dropped the bat on it very nicely. And then Luis Robert took one, I think, 460-something feet off of him.
Is that good?
Very, very good. It was a fastball that he absolutely destroyed. So this is something that the White Sox, they just need the right approach. You need to lay off the slider. That's the biggest thing that I'm giving you tonight. If you lay off Daniel Lynch's slider, you will have success. And, with the dead ball in the MLB, Dallas should be okay. Right? Like, yes, but we do have this defense, and Cleveland shows you, even though if he's getting balls in play, if they're landing, that's going to be in trouble because the White Sox might not be able to get him out of the inning with their defense. Dead ball keeps his ERA below 20, and that is good to hear. But I want to go to Lynch's pitch mix because this is what he's done so far this year, because he hasn't really been all sliders. Those are his 5 pitches. He's really only going to show that curveball, just to get strikes over. But he is mainly leaning on the fastball this year. Then he's going to the slider. Then he's going to the changeup. Well, that's the thing. The elevated fastball is something that will hurt him. But here's the thing too: is the changeup leaks. You see the changeup, having some spots higher in the zone. He does have a tendency to not bury that pitch. Now, if he's going to bury that pitch low in the zone, that's where the Sox will have success. But anytime he was up and above in the zone and missing his spots in the middle of the plate with that changeup, the Sox tagged it. When he let four-seam fastballs at the top of the zone, not burying them in on guys, they tagged him. When he was not burying that slider outside of the zone, below that zone where that red is in that corner to righties, that's where he had success. That's where he had 5 innings pitched and 7 Ks. What he's going to try to do to White Sox hitters is throw fastballs inside to them and then throw that slider on their back foot. And we've seen the Sox be susceptible to that. I can just picture José Abreu swinging over that and just being real tight coming through his swing. That's the big thing for the Sox, though, is making sure that they can see that slider, attacking that fastball and changeup because they can hit them. Here is Lynch's slider. 4.5% of the time they get a hit off of his slider. His slider is nasty. That is a .04 batting average against his slider. 20 whiff, 30% whiff rate is fantastic. He doesn't get a lot of balls, only 37% of his balls for sliders, and this is a pitch that he's going to throw out of the zone. So this is a very, very good slider. If the Sox can lay off of it, they should have success.
I mean, he can't get, we saw on the graph before, he can't get his sinker over. It's easy to say sitting in this chair right now, but you only attack Daniel Lynch when you see a ball belt higher and above. If it's below the belt, while it's hard and it looks enticing, let it go. Let it go, especially if it's without 2 strikes. Like if your 2 strikes are below or below 2 strikes, let that ball go. You only see it. It's a call strike was a 10%. It's not that great, but it's a filthy pitch. It's probably, in the same tunnel as the fastball. So you're like, oh, fastball. Nope. Back foot slider, and you just twist yourself into a hole. So that would be my plan for tonight. Only go for balls that are elevated. It's easy to say here, but that's got to be the plan versus him to have success. And I think the White Sox, with Timmy leading off, will have success versus Daniel Lynch. This is a left-hander. They've 8 versus left-handers. He's the last couple of years.
He's the straw that stirs the drink. So if TA is going, we know that the White Sox offense can get going. Mailman Jack says, what kind of bets would you suggest I place tonight? He took the over and the White Sox parlayed together.
That's what I also took.
Oh, there you go. And he put 1 unit on that. Hopefully he put that unit on PointsBet. If you want to support CHGO, the best way to support CHGO is to download the PointsBet app and use code CHGO when you sign up to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. That's not it. If you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, you'll receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of our web content, and you'll even get a free shirt of your choice from the CHGO locker. That's $2,000 in free bets, a free CHGO membership, and a free t-shirt from the CHGO locker, all for making more than a $50 first-time deposit at PointsBet. If you're wondering what the shirts look like, well, look at Herb. That's what the Sky shirt looks like. If you want to see what the White Sox shirt looks like, well, if you see the Sox Brawler logo, that's what's on the middle of our shirt. They're all sick, they're all comfy, and they all fit true to size. And I really urge you to go pick one up. You can pick one up at the CHGO locker. If you have any questions, you can email pointsbet@allchgo.com and we can help you out. Online sign-up is available in Illinois. You can download the PointsBet app right now and register your account from start to finish, all from your phone. So what are you waiting for? Once the game starts, don't just bet. Live your bet life with PointsBet. Gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
And the White Sox slash against lefties this season is 290, 343, 505. Last year versus Lynch, in those 3 starts you saw earlier, it is 410, 479, 821 slugging. So if they keep the same approach they had in those 2 games, the bread of that sandwich, they'll do well today.
Right, and just got to lay off the slider. I mean, that's where he had success, was making sure that slider worked, that slider was not getting damaged and left over the plate, and the White Sox were able to take advantage of them. They know the route here. They know the game plan, and they should be able to take advantage of it. Let's talk about the bets that we're placing today on PointsBet. You said you're taking the over and the money line. Anything else you got?
That is what I'm taking. That's all I'm taking. Money and an overline and the over. I'm putting big time money on this. I feel so good about it because the White Sox have to be embarrassed with what their performances on the road, and they're prideful. And I think they're going to punish the Royals today.
Separate wagers, or are you doing
parlay? Sorry, I'm doing that as the parlay.
So there you go.
I believe the White Sox will win and score. They might cover that 9 themselves, that 8.5 themselves.
I would hope so. I'd love to see it. Hey, they won that one game 10-1, and that was fantastic. It feels like months ago. I'm going to go race to 4 runs. I do think the White Sox will score 4 runs. I do think that they will get out to a lead early if they're able to damage Daniel Lynch. That's at plus 100. So if the Sox are the first to score 4 runs tonight, that one will cash for me. TA has had success against Daniel Lynch. I think that he will record 2+ hits. That's at plus 170 at PointsBet right now. I also do have the White Sox on the point spread minus 1.5. So if they win by 2 or more, I think that that bet will cash. That's at plus 125. So I like the Sox to win by 2 or more tonight, and I do think that they will be able to at least score. I think that the Sox could win this 6-0, 6-1. I mean, the pitching has been good for the Sox. It's just been the hitting that hasn't shown up for them. And then I have one more final one, and this one I'm a little bit nervous about because I'm not sure how it's going to play out, but it's an 8-leg same-game parlay. Cody calls this a spider parlay.
Oh, I was going to call it an octopus, but go for it.
Octopus parlay as well. I'm going to pick Luis Robert to get 2+ hits. He's out of the lineup, so that one it might be voided there. Yeah. Andrew Vaughn to get a hit. Andrew Vaughn to record an RBI. The Sox point spread, which is minus 1.5. Abreu to record an RBI. Race to 2 runs for the Sox. Race to 3 runs for the Sox. And the first inning money line for the Sox. $1 wins me 32. So we'll see if that hits. But those are the bets that I'm throwing out.
Are they just going to avoid the Luis Robert out of that and let you get all the rest of them in there?
I hope so.
Hopefully.
I hope that's the plan.
Or you could just do it again right now.
Yeah, but I'm out. So I got to wait for the bet to go void to get the money. I'm out. It's the whole CHGO bets thing. You know, I got to use only the bank that I have. But I tried to get cute with a parlay, and I thought Robert would play. He did not. All right, let's talk about our clicks to pick here.
Yep.
Our clicks to pick. Herb, who are you going with? I had a real back and forth. I was going to go José Abreu. I ended up going with my guy here. I also thought about picking Luis Robert, but he wasn't even in the lineup. So, Herb, who are you picking tonight?
Andrew Vaughn.
Oh.
You convinced me. I think you put up some stats the other day. He is one of the top 25 hitters, according to what weighted runs created plus.
Yes, sir.
In the league. He feasts versus left-handers. He's coming into his own. So I expect Andrew Vaughn and if you believe in protection or not, having José Abreu and Grandal behind him will have a great day. He'll hit your RBI and your hit thing in that first inning, I believe.
Oh, I hope so. And I'm going to go TA because I'm picking him to have 2+ hits. And if Andrew Vaughn's going to be driving anybody in, batting second, well, it's probably going to be Tim Anderson. Mm-hmm. So I think TA will be getting on base. And if TA's not being driven in by Andrew Vaughn, I think José Abreu or Yasmani Grandal wouldn't mind driving him in. So those are our picks to click. Let us know if you have any picks to
clicks
click.
to pick.
Our clicks to pick.
Come on.
I said it right
made
the
it
first
dumb,
time.
so let's keep calling
Clicks
it the dumb way.
To pick. Clicks to pick. Those are our clicks to pick. Tim Anderson and Andrew Vaughn. All right, Herb, you got a prediction for this game?
Sox win. And pain.
You going 9-0?
No. I'm going the White Sox win 7-5.
I'm going to go 7-2. I like that 7 number. Let's go 7-2, which, hey, 7 + 2 is 9, and the over-under is set at 8.5. So maybe you do want to take that over.
I hope you win, Jack.
Mailman Jack took it. You might want to take it as well. Thank you guys for joining us in the chat. Shout out to Kirk, Jack, Baloney, Dan, Other Sean, Alex,
Marcelo,
Alec, D-Chan, Marcelo, Zach Byrne, our guy, SP. Thank you all.
KPW in the house.
KPW as well, who said that Daniel Lynch was going to throw 6 shutout innings. Hey, KPW, if he throws 6 shutout innings, we know you're going to be back in the post game, and we will give you 5 minutes of just giving you claps and a round of applause for picking Daniel Lynch to throw 6 shutout innings. But that's going to do it for the CHGO White Sox pregame show. We will be back after the final out for the CHGO White Sox postgame show. Hopefully the Sox break the schneid, snap the schneid, and get off this 7-game losing streak because it has been ugly ugly baseball, and we deserve better. For Herb Lawrence, you can follow him on Twitter at Ecknerwall23. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. Thank you to Lawrence for his production. No Cody here.
Thank you.
Follow the show at CHGO_White Sox. Again, we'll be back after the last out is made. Thank you to Tusk, the 1979 album by Fleetwood Mac. We will see you after the game, and go Sox.